Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I still owe you guys a video from San Diego Comic-Con Day 2. And now that I'm feeling better, let's get back into it.
If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing.
Alright, so just to give you guys a little update, I'm feeling much better. I'm feeling well enough to be able to, sit here and make a video for you guys. But last week my son came home from summer camp. On Friday, we picked him up. He wasn't feeling that good, and on Saturday, we gave him a at-home COVID test, and he tested positive. And then I started feeling a little icky on Saturday night, and then by Sunday, I was full-blown feeling terrible. And by Sunday evening, I tested positive. Sunday was rough. Monday was rough. Tuesday was rough. Monday night, I had to go to the ER because I was really dehydrated. I needed to get some medicine and get some fluids. And so I was in the ER just a couple of hours and came home. And I felt a lot better yesterday. Kind of just spent the day playing Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which is absolutely fantastic. And that game needs more Black Series figures from it because there's some great characters in that game. Today is Wednesday, right? I may look a little peaked and I may still sound under the weather, but I feel about 90% back to my old self. So, hey, there's still stuff to talk about from San Diego Comic-Con. I probably won't do a Day 3 video because Day 3 basically covered... The biggest thing on Day 3 was the G.I. Joe panel, and we already covered that. So, thankfully, I got that video up before COVID hit me. So, I just wanted to say thank you to every single person who left a comment wishing me well on YouTube, on the community page, everybody who messaged me or left me comments on Instagram, and for the few of you out there who have my number and texted me and was checking on me, I really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. I've always said that the whole point of this channel is community. And that really kind of proved it to me. So many of you were just so supportive, and thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the well wishes. It really made the difference. So let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time, and let's talk about what happened on Day 2. So McFarlane Toys showed off a bunch of new stuff. All right, so hopefully everybody was able to order the Batverse, Movieverse 6-pack that McFarlane Toys released with Keaton, Bale, Batfleck, Pattinson, Clooney, Kilmer, get the whole crew in there. But that must not have been a one-off because it looks like we're going to be getting the Clooney wave here with... Batman, Poison Ivy, Batgirl, Robin, and the Build-A-Figure will be Mr. Freeze, and this just looks incredible. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about this. This is kind of like right up my alley, but I also didn't really like that movie, so I don't know if I'm going to be... It's really going to come down to how these figures look. But right now, I'm kind of impressed with this, and this is really cool. I'm glad they're doing it. They also showed off some new 6-inch 66 Batman figures. These look like they have new sculpts. So this looks like a new Batman, a different Robin. They're going to be doing like a Superman, a robot Batman, Lord Deathman, who I knew nothing about, and a new Joker. I'm interested in this because I don't really know, these don't look like they have the same proportions as the current 66 Batman figures do. So I'm kind of interested in what this is going to be. And I kind of wonder if this is going to be a 66. I mean, it says it's the classic TV series, but I'm very interested in what this is. Maybe this is somehow based off of the 66 Batman comic that was done, I believe, by Mike Allred. He was one of my favorite artists. if it is, I haven't read that series, so let me know in the comments down below if that's what this is, and that's where probably some of these characters come from. But I'm interested. They did show off some more of their superpowers line, so this is amazing. This is right up my alley. It's really what I want, is more superpower stuff. They showed off the Batcopter, which looks great. I am down for this. And then they showed off some more of the figures, such as Reverse Flash, a different Flash, and then the Thomas Wayne Batman. We're also getting a black and gold Batman, Superman on the new body, a new Robin, which looks like the same Robin that just come out with a different color cape, and then classic Nightwing just makes my day. And then it looks like we're going all in on the Batman the Animated Series with Batman, Robin, Scarecrow, Mr. Freeze, and Condiment King. Odd choice, but yeah, let's do it. I'm down for all this. McFarlane is really going ham on Batman, and I'm here for it because some of these lines are amazing. So I am absolutely there. Now, we did cover some Motu stuff, but some of the Motu stuff was shown off later in the weekend and was not ready on the first couple of days. And so they did show off the new Filmation Beastman later in the weekend, I should say. He looks incredible. They did show off the new Eternia Trapjaw, which looks fantastic. I love this guy. Look at that. Look at that sword. He's coming with a sword, man. That's just great. I love the way that his arm now like has an attachment on it that looks like a mouth, which is great. That's really cool. This is a really, really cool Trapjaw figure, and I'm down for it. It looks incredible. Then they showed off a couple of Masters of the Universe Classics, Masters of the Universe Origins, Extendar, and one of my personal favorites, Cyclone. And of course, we talked about the Rock Lords are coming too. I'm so happy to see these two in the line. They just look amazing, and I'm really glad to get them. I love Cyclone. He's one of my favorite characters. I have to say I'm not the biggest fan of this particular face sculpt that they have on him. He looks very serene, almost, I don't know, indifferent. I don't know. It's a weird face sculpt, but you know, it is what it is. And we did get word and confirmation from Mattel that from now on, starting in 2024, Masters of the Universe Origins will be Mattel Creations only. They will not be at like online retailers. They're not going to be in stores. They're only going to be sold through Mattel Creations. And in stores, that's how you're going to be able to find the Filmation, the Cartoon Classics. So Cartoon Classics will be in stores, you know, Walmart, Target, probably online retailers, but Masters of the Universe Classics Origins, why do I keep saying Classics? Masters of the Universe Origins will only be through Mattel Creations. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. You guys let me know in the comments down below how you feel about that, but it does seem like they're committed to finishing out the line and giving us everybody. So that's really good. That's good news. Let's see. We're going to end off talking about Black Series because I got some stuff to say about that. But for right now, let's go to their Star Wars Retro Collection. They did show off this big Star Wars Return of the Jedi multi-pack, which looks absolutely incredible. I love this box. This is a really good set and one that I've already pre-ordered. It's going to come with a Gamorrean guard. It's going to come with Mon Mothma. I think this is the first time we've ever gotten a Mon Mothma figure in this style, if I'm not mistaken. Yak Face, or as he's also known, is it Sayalt Marae or something like that? I can't remember if that's his actual name. Admiral Akbar, Wicket W. Warwick, and an Emperor's Royal Guard. They did show off another picture. These guys look absolutely incredible. And like I said, you can go ahead and pre-order this now. I'll put all the pre-order links to these things down in the comments. This is on Hasbro Pulse, and I think it's $79.99 if I'm not mistaken. So here we go. Let's talk about Black Series. We got some stuff to talk about. They did show off. It does look like they're already putting Star Wars back in the plastic packaging. Here we have Pre Vizsla. He looks incredible. I love that head sculpt. That's the digital face printing technology on there looks incredible. It looks super nice. the paint apps, that Darksaber just looks so good. Then they showed off Ahsoka, which I am almost positive is a complete 100% repack of the one that came in the Mandalorian line. I can't find any differences here between that figure and the first. Maybe the digital face printing technology is a little better because the paint apps look a little better, but this is the exact same sculpt and everything is the same. This is just a repack. So, hey, let's show off a figure that we've already released. And then they showed off General Hera Syndulla, and she looks great. Of course, this is from the Ahsoka series. She looks good. And then they showed off Sabine Wren, who also from the Ahsoka series looks incredible. Now, what we got to talk about here is it looks like we're losing some articulation. There is no upper thigh cut on both Sabine and Hera. So that's kind of concerning. I don't know if that is just because these two particular figures, for whatever reason, they just thought, hey, on these two, let's not break up the pant detail. I'm not sure what the thought process was here. But yeah, if you notice, it's missing from both figures. And, I go back and I look at Ahsoka, and she doesn't have it either. But I think Ahsoka, it was more of an aesthetic choice. She has those baggy, blousy pants. And I think to put an upper thigh cut on those legs would probably disrupt the design too much, the aesthetic of the figure. I don't see why they could not have added that here for Hera and Sabine. But it is very questionable why it's missing. Is this indicative of something that's coming down the road, like whole hog across all of the Black Series? Are we going to be missing out on some upper thigh cut articulation across the board, and they're trying to cut back and save some money? Or is it just these two figures? I don't know. I don't know whether to read into this or to just let it go. But it's a little concerning and something that I definitely want to pay attention to moving forward on the figures. But here's one that we can all agree is a pretty perfect figure. It's something that we've needed for a while, and that's another figure they showed off was R2-D2 from The Mandalorian. They've finally gotten the scale right. The other R2 that they've put out before has always been a little small, so now this one's more in the correct scale for the Black Series. He comes with a ton of like little scopes and arms and attachments, and he just looks absolutely great. It's something that we've needed for a long time now. And one of the things that the promo pictures doesn't show off, but was actually shown off on the figure on the show floor, was that his head extends all the way up. And all of his tools and everything can be placed inside of him for storage. And that's really cool. I think that's really neat that they did that. So after that, if you guys are keeping score, if you're keeping score, that was 5 figures that they showed off, brand new. Not counting Ahsoka, of course, because she's really not brand new. But they then went to go show off 6 holiday-themed Black Series figures. And I gotta tell you, when Black Series collectors are scrambling for new releases, when we're chomping at the bit to see who you're going to give us and what you're going to release, and you have a big show like San Diego Comic-Con, and you've got this big platform to release new figures and show off new figures, you show off 5 figures, and then you show off 6 holiday repaints. Now, I don't know how popular these holiday repaints are. I know that I don't collect them. I don't know many Black Series collectors that do collect them. I don't have a lot of friends that collect them. I think they're neat to look at, but I've never bought a single one. I've never even been tempted to buy a single one when I have found them in stores. But I don't know, man. Like, I'm trying not to be cynical. I'm trying my best not to be negative about this. But you show off 5 new figures, but then you show off 6 holiday figures. It's like, show off 3 and give us 3 more like new figures that we we actually want. I don't know. I don't know. I dare say this is a slap in the face to Black Series collectors, but it feels that way to me. But I don't know. I'm trying my best not to be negative. But we get a white Ewok. We get a Jawa dressed like Santa Claus and a little Kowakian monkey lizard, sort of as some sort of elf. We do get a Christmas version of an Imperial security droid. Of all of these, I have to say I do kind of like the Nutcracker version of this Stormtrooper. Then we get a Snowtrooper dressed as a snowman, and then we get a Mandalorian with his like little Christmas sweater on. I don't know. I'm trying to be positive about this, but yeah. I think I would have rather them just shown off some more actual regular characters instead of Christmas versions. But that's just me. Man, I really am very thankful that I felt good enough to get up this morning and make this video for you guys. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you dig it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I super appreciate it. I'm super sorry if I have sort of rambled and lost my thoughts. My mind's really not all here today, but I'm feeling much better than I have been in the last few days, and so I really wanted to get back in front of the camera and talk some toys. So please forgive me. The videos will definitely get better as I feel better, and I really appreciate you guys sticking in there, hanging out there with me. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I super appreciate it. Please continue to check us out over at Instagram and Threads at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. The reviews are going to continue to come. I have some new ones lined up that we're going to be getting to very soon, and you'll know which ones are coming up if you check us out over at Threads. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I super appreciate it. Thanks again for all the well wishes. I am feeling much better, and remember, I will catch you in the toy aisles.